Hi, my name's Troy Thornton. I'm a Senior Station Officer with the Mornington Fire Brigade, and I'm here today with John Donald Crosby, otherwise known as Don. Welcome aboard, Don.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in and agreeing to do the interview. We're doing this interview for the Mornington Fire Brigade's 2017 centenary. We're actually interviewing quite a few of the older generation members. And Don, you've been around since 1957, so I'll get it right this time. 60 years of service with the brigade. And yeah, so we're just going to interview Don and get some insight into some of the goings on over that last 60 years. So you joined in 1957, and what was your motivation, Don?
Well, I didn't know anybody in the town, and so I saw an ad in the paper for some volunteers required, so I joined up.
Yep.
And just happened.
Yeah, fantastic. Oh, that's good. So you responded to a newspaper article, and yeah, that's fantastic. And we've had you for 60 years.
Not quite.
So
not quite.
Pretty damn close. So that's fantastic. So over that period of time, obviously you would have been to many fires, many incidents, and lots of stuff would have happened, and some of it more memorable than others. So what stands out in your mind, one that really stands out over that period of time? I know it's hard because it's a long period of time, but...
Yeah. Well, the one that stands out, of course, is the fire at what used to be Ayers Motors, Volkswagen agency. And
in the town of Mornington?
Yeah, on the corner of Main Street and Barclay Street.
Oh yeah.
And there were 28 cars in the factory as well. That was a bit spectacular.
Yep, and I believe there was a couple of acetylene cylinders in there. And
yeah, they did the right thing and vented.
Yep.
Otherwise there would have been a few townspeople around it. Drew a few people to watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you see the photograph, which is in the station,
yep,
it was I don't know. I thought it was a little bit suspicious.
But yeah. Okay. And no doubt support from Mount Eliza and Mount Martha, perhaps. Muridock. Yep.
Mount Martha.
Yep.
No aerials or anything of that nature.
No.
But
So,
yes, it was pretty spectacular.
Yep. So, did you save many of the cars at all, or manage to do that?
No cars, no.
She pretty much went up.
A whole lot, really.
Yeah, it was a pretty spectacular photo that we've got here in the station. So, yeah, so that's good. And what was your role at that job? Were you at the time just a member, or a firefighter, or an officer in?
I'm just trying to remember. I think I was foreman.
Foreman, okay. Fantastic.
But,
was it a good turn up? Like lots of members turned up to the job?
Yeah. At that time we had a pretty active supply of members.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
And I suppose over the 60 years, you know, there's been a lot of innovation in the fire brigade in general across CFA. What stands out to you as far as probably the biggest innovation that you've seen?
Oh, well, of course, it's the change in vehicles and the change in protective equipment for members.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, what was it like back in the 50s, in the late 50s? What sort of gear did you wear?
What you had on.
Pretty much what you had on.
We had, I think we had 3 Bakelite helmets.
Bakelite helmets, yep.
Yeah, which were sort of in the cupboard as for amusement, I think.
Yeah, they used to crack and split.
And,
yeah. So.
And
what sort of gear, like woolen jackets and?
Oh no! Well, the brigade did buy eventually blueies.
Yep.
The old Tasmanian bluey coats.
Yep.
Which worked well, keep you dry.
Yeah.
That's about all.
That's about all. Yeah, the old fire protection was pretty minimal, and the big, the long leather boots.
No. I've seen when I first joined. Stan Hutchins was a captain, and Stan was a fisherman all his life. And we were at a grass fire one day, and Stan was walking around giving orders and not looking where he's walking because he was in bare feet.
He's in bare feet.
Yeah, bare feet, but I believe his sole of his shoes were like leather anyway.
Yeah, that'd be
his
right.
feet are so.
A tough old bugger.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic.
But,
yeah. So yeah, and the trucks, I suppose, and you know, through the decades, huge innovation in trucks. I mean, we're driving around in these huge Scanias now with big air-conditioned cabins
plenty of colour.
Yeah, plenty of that. So
yeah, well, the pumper was a short-nosed Austin, front mounted.
Yep.
And we had a Dodge, about a 28 Dodge rear pump.
1928 Dodge.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
The first thing you're told when you're driving that, and you got crew sitting on the back, says, don't spit.
Don't spit.
Don't spit, because it would just blow around and decorate the blokes on the back.
Come back and get the blokes on the back. Oh, fantastic. Oh, that's quite humorous. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, lots of innovation in terms of trucks and gears is really what stands out.
Oh yeah. Well, the other thing, of course, is this is the third fire station we've seen in Mornington. Yeah, good. And you've been at all three? Yeah.
Yeah, right. So one of the few still around that have actually seen the three stations. So, what did you start out? What was the first station like?
Oh, pretty basic.
Yeah.
So, the section where, as the trucks started getting bigger, of course, they had to reinforce the floor.
Yep.
Put extra beams and so forth in. But, the meetings were quite a close affair because there was only a small room in the back.
Yep.
And used to sit in each other's lap just about for the meetings.
So it would have been a pretty good move going further up the main street to the second station?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that, 68, wasn't it?
Yeah, 68, yep, okay. Yeah, well, Squizzy Taylor's told us a fair bit about the move, and I suppose coming from there to here, $3.5 million fire station, just chalk and cheese.
Yeah. But, even the fact that you got this room, where we used to meet would only be
probably half of this.
Oh, no, less than
half of this.
Less than half.
Yeah.
Less than
half. No, come a long way.
Even had a fireplace.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
We used to occasionally light up the fire.
Yeah. Good for those winter meetings and so on. Yeah. No, that's fantastic. So, again, I suppose 60 years, there's a lot of funny things happened in the fire brigade, both on the fire ground and around the station and general activities. Can you think of any, or give us any funny stories?
Yeah, there was a couple of characters in it, and one was Bobby Garlick. He was, if we had to clean the truck and polish it for a funeral or something like that, Bob would tie his dog up to it as well. So no one would touch it.
That's cool. What sort of dog did he have? A big mean German Shepherd or something?
I don't know what it was, but it had a few different types of breeding, I think, but it certainly lets you know when you got too close to it.
This Bobby Garlick fella, a lot of people talk about him. He seems to, his name pops up all the time.
Yeah, well, Jim was the captain, eventually Captain Jim, and Bob was so family affair.
Yep.
A few affairs. There's, of course, the Hutchins. There was Lenny Hutchins and his son Steve, and
Hutchins
Dorlings, so it's not exactly related, but they were cousins.
Yeah.
And well, just a typical thing of a country town.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Families, generational.
Yeah, when you look outside and see the traffic going past here, that was nothing like it was
Yeah,
before.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, so that's a pretty funny story. You got any other little chestnuts for us, or apart from the dog tied up to the truck?
Well, one other, I remember a fire in a shed, which we turned up, took the trucks out, went to the fire, and came back, and the station officer, who, what did I name him?
If you want.
Rod Birch was in station officer, and he was still in bed, sound asleep when we got home, and parked the trucks and everything.
So he slept through the fire call.
Bobby endeavoured to wake him up by ripping the blankets back and squirting a good dose of CO2 into the private areas, which got Rod going a bit fast.
Yeah, I bet. So he would have been shocked that he missed out on a fire call too, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, probably not real happy about it either, I reckon. Yeah. So no, there's many stories, and I suppose we haven't got enough time to go through them, but that's a couple of good ones there. So
one of the others is a fire at Mount Martha, and it was the main station for it. But this chap, I think, just quietly, I think, probably a marriage dispute. There was no furniture in the place, and apparently he was around spreading inflammable material, and forgot about the air conditioner, or the heater out the back, which eventually ignited the flammable liquid.
So he lit himself up, did he?
Well, we didn't find him for quite some time, but the heater, the gas heater that was heating, finished up 20 or 30 feet away from the house. Just blew it.
Yeah, it blew
there was no plaster on the walls.
Yeah, gee.
You could look, you stand at the door, entrance door, and look right through the whole house.
Wow.
And eventually they found him. He was in the passageway and we were walking over him.
Right.
So that finished that dispute.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, gee, fantastic. Yeah, that's All right. Well, look, we haven't got any more time, unfortunately. We've run out. We usually finish off the interviews, Don, by asking, like, what have you taken out of the fire brigade, or what's the fire brigade given you over most out of all these years?
Yes, I don't rightly know, but it's certainly given me interest of knowing things around the town.
Yep.
And
so the
fact of knowing, having a fixed phone, for instance, you don't realise how many calls come in until you get the fixed phone system. It brought a lot of work to extra few people.
Yeah. So, and obviously you've met lots of people in the brigade, and relationships, and yeah. So
I don't know how many, it must be.
Yeah.
Hundreds
and hundreds for sure.
To come in, join the brigade.
Yeah.
Not up to being told what to do, where to go.
Yeah.
Yes, well, it's and you're meeting other people from other districts.
Yeah. Yeah. So the brigade's been good to you, I suppose, and all those relationships, and it's a real people organisation, I suppose. So
yes, oh, it is. But all the other things too that we've been to, you know, get call outs for strike teams.
Yeah.
The Dandenongs, for instance.
Yeah. Lots of experiences. Yeah.
Experience when you think that you're standing in the middle of Callista and Monbulk, and there's a fire coming over the hill, and all you've got are knapsacks and beers.
Not a good feeling. Not a good feeling, mate.
No.
Yeah. Well, look, it's been a pleasure having this small amount of time with you. So thanks very much for coming in and chatting with us, and hopefully, you know, you'll enjoy watching this back, and certainly part of the history and the fabric of the brigade.
Yeah,
so,
well, yeah, getting old, so I might be here.
Well,
but anyway, the place will still continue.
Yep, and it's the same for all of us, I suppose. So, but anyway, thanks again for coming in. So,
all right.
that completes the interview. Thank you.
All right.